I need something else. What do I have to do to make it easy for me to get the freedom of doing what you want, when you want, with who you want, and how you want it? I learned a lot of strategies. I learned Unit 12, harmonic patterns, Ichimoku, Bollinger Band, moving average, the trend line breakout. How is it the market determine which type of discipline or which type of principle or which type of indicator is gonna follow every single trading day? If you use trend line breakout to analyze the market and you figure out it's going off or down, how is it the market determine that it's gonna follow your own trend line, or is gonna follow the supply and demand, or is gonna follow the resistance, or is gonna follow the chart patterns? How is it the market determine which type of discipline is gonna follow every single trading day? This is the question you need to ask yourself.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Sam Keys here again, and this is another episode on the 1% Club podcast with Sam Keys. And today we have a special person on board, right? This time around, we're moving from Western Nigeria, perhaps the Southeastern Nigeria, and now we're in the Northern Nigeria. We have no other person but Abubakar, the CEO of FalconsFX Academy in Kano State, Nigeria. Guys, this is a big one, and if you're just joining, you definitely want to pay very close attention because you're going to be getting a lot from this particular podcast. Before I go further, let's welcome Abubakar to the podcast. Welcome, bro. It's good to have you. Very well. So he's a bit nervous, but don't worry. When he starts talking about what he knows, I think he's not really, fond of the camera. But when he starts talking, you'll see the reason why I have him on this podcast. All right, if you're just joining, this is Sam Keys' channel here on YouTube. If you want to see more videos like this, you want to subscribe, like this video, and also comment your location, where you're watching from. And in the middle of this video, I'm going to require you to comment your best takeaway. Let us know your best takeaway in the comments, and that will qualify you for our $100 giveaway on this particular episode of the podcast. Like I said, this podcast has helped a lot of people from different countries, those who are beginners and those who have been trading but they don't have the results in trading. It's really been helping them to level up in the game simply by learning from other people's stories and using that as a source of inspiration and also motivation to level up their own game and go all the way up. With all that said, let's get started with this podcast. Now let's know who is Abubakar and what is the brain behind FalconsFX Academy. Let's meet you. Nice to have you on the podcast, sir.
So thank you so much.
So tell us, who is Abubakar? Tell us your full name, where you're from, and let's just know.
Well, my name is Abubakar Maji. I'm from Kano State, born and brought up in Kano State.
Oh, nice.
I was born in a noble whole business family.
Okay.
Yeah, we do business and then also go through schools.
One thing I love these guys about is the business part. You guys, listen, he said noble business family, and that's very interesting. So you were born in Kano.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. How was your upbringing like? Because I know who you become today has a lot to do with where you came from, your upbringing and all that. Like myself, I come from a family of 6. I'm the only son, and I've been saying that. And out of that, I'm actually the 5th in the family. So let's know. Tell us about your own family.
Well, honestly, I came from a family of 3 wives with many children.
How many are you guys?
Yeah, we are about 20-something.
20-something. That's a whole community. And what's your position amongst them?
Well, from my own mother's side, I'm the last born. I have some young siblings from my stepmothers. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. That means you have at least 18 people older than you, at least in the family from your fathers. Oh, that's interesting. So tell us, does this have any way? Because I believe many people who come from noble homes, the father has actually placed the legacy. You may not necessarily need to learn anything. Just keep living on the legacy of your father. You have a lot of things already set up. I believe that people could be lazy to follow that route, but meeting you, I figured out that is not what you want to do. So does this experience coming from a home of polygamy, you have a lot of siblings and also from the north, does this serve as a kind of motivation for you to want to do something different, which has led you to becoming the founder of Falcon Forex Academy, that's led you to Forex trading entirely? Let's know about that.
Honestly, like in my family, we have a lot of business people, and then we have some doctors and then baristas, that's lawyers, do you understand? So we have a lot of professionals in the family.
Okay.
I figure it out, like for me, Football was my first love.
Okay.
Football.
Okay.
I grew up with the passion of becoming a pro, playing in the top leagues, representing my country and changing my life through the game. I was pushing the career. I play hard. There was chances I couldn't get through. You understand? Like tries I missed. But despite that, I was busy struggling, pushing on the career, you know how football it is. Even though my family doesn't want me to be playing football, they want me to focus solely on the schools and then the business part of the family. Okay, you understand? I study computer science, but I can develop a software.
Okay.
Do you understand? So like me going through the school, the football, the question, then the family just look up to see what I'm going to, like where am I going to head? Do you understand?
Yes.
So along the line, I was playing the football, pushing. I went for so many tries, like I traveled to Sudan, Armenia, do you understand? But I got to reach to the target I want to.
You wanted to,
Yeah, do you understand? So from then, like I was scrolling for my social media, then I found out something like making money through your phone while you're home. I was like, oh, I was curious, like, how can I do this? So I began to make YouTube research, then start to learn about what's even the Forex getting it all about. At first, I was thinking something like has to do with gambling or this betting Nigeria. And you know how strictly Muslim people are when it comes to betting Nigeria, it says betting things and other things.
Yeah.
So like when I was trying to like introduce the idea to my own brother, that's the big
yes,
your bigger brother. Big brother,
Yes.
you understand? He was like, no. He cannot risk the money like I'm using in the business. He cannot risk it for me to go and start for it. So I was like, okay. I didn't hear the word. I just move on, continue learning. Do you understand? Honestly, at first, I got inspired by so many people in the Forex industry through social media. I was thinking when I started it, I'm going to be like living the kind of life they're living, the lifestyle. You see the cars. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
I blew a little bit of money with them.
Don't worry, we'll come to that. Yes, we'll come to the Forex journey. So it's quite interesting to see that you also have a professional path, which is computer science. You're a developer,
Yeah.
and also the family business is something. And now you're literally going for something more, which is beyond the norm in the family. And that's very inspiring. Okay, now, while you were talking, you talked about football. At what age did you start your football career?
Ever since I was young.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if I could remember when I was young, we play joint football.
Yes. Street football.
That's where
Before they joined the street book club and all that.
I can remember people are calling me Messi because I'm a player that I can carry the ball, dribble everybody, including my own teammates.
Instead, yeah.
So yeah, they used to call me Messi, but I found a guy, he's not an agent, but it's somebody just in the community that see the vision in me that maybe this guy can go far. Yeah, when he has a guidance, you understand? You know how to dribble, you know how to do this, you know how to kick, shoot, you have techniques. Why don't you just adjust to a little bit things? Just dribble. Dribble is not part of the game.
Absolutely.
Dribble when it's necessary.
When it's necessary.
So he carried me on to this academy that they're teaching me a lot of things.
So what's the name of the academy?
Yeah, in Kano Sky One. Yes, from that Sky One, I was able to move on to Sudan for a trial in FC Al Hilal in Sudan. Yes, Al Hilal in Sudan. I was able to secure the trial to FC Academy. I don't know if you know about FC.
I know about it.
Yes. So there's this game we played. I played very well. I happened to be the man of the match then. And Pepsi Academy was like, wow, I should join them to start training. Then from then they had an opportunity to take some players for a trial. So that's when I started to develop the passion of becoming a professional football player. Before then, I was just playing for fun.
It's amazing to see that you figured out that you were not getting exactly what you wanted. And it's a good thing that you identified that early, because there's a lot of people that keep pursuing this particular thing. There's a lot of people that keep pursuing this career path in football, and at the end of the day, they become so old and they are left with nothing.
Football works with time.
Yes, it works with time. Yeah, it works with time. So let's move over now to the aspect of Forex trading. But before that, which school did you study computer science?
Northwest University.
Northwest University. Okay, that is beautiful. So let's go to the Forex trading part. What inspired you to get started with trading, and also how did you start your Forex trading?
Well, as I said earlier, I got inspired by some Forex traders I see online. Every time I'm scrolling on social media, I'll be seeing their ads, do you understand their lifestyles? Like, wow. So people can make this kind of crazy money through their phone at home. Like, I was like, I need to learn this thing. Because if you notice the northern part of Nigeria, how we do, you wake up early in the morning, go to school. When you back to school, then you go to the markets. Do you understand the kind of stress?
Yeah,
like, wow, I need something else. What do I have to do to make it easy for me to get the freedom? Do you understand? Because this Forex of a thing, you see, for me, is freedom. That's the freedom of doing what you want, when you want, with who you want, and how you want it. Do you understand? When you learn the Forex trading, because I can trade right now as we're doing this podcast, I can be trading. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I cannot be in the market and while doing the podcast at the same time.
That's right.
So that's really what got me inspired to get the freedom to live the kind of life I want to be living, not just the life my family want me to live. Do you understand?
Right.
I have my own dream that I want to chase. So that's what really got me inspired to get started into the Forex industry.
Oh, that's great. Now, tell us about your journey in Forex trading. When did you figure it out? Because I believe everybody has a time that they figure out the whole thing in trading. In the beginning, you lose money. It's crazy. You lose, guys. I'm telling you guys that for those of you who want to join here, be ready to lose money. And that is why I advise if you want to start trading, make sure you start with something you can afford. Literally, don't put into the Forex market more than 20% of your monthly income.
No, sure.
So before you start trading,
Don't borrow money to
trade. Before you start trading, one, have a source of income, have something that you're doing. Number two, when you want to trade, don't put more than 20%. Perhaps if you're earning $1,000 a month, you don't want to put more than $200 in the market for that month. You understand? So tell us how you scaled from that beginner part to figuring out what exactly did you find out? What strategy perhaps, or what unique thing did you find for yourself that works for you, that made you identify that, yes, this is it, that moment in trading?
All right. The thing is, like, I was the kind of person that's very fast learner when it comes to anything. You can say something now, like when I live in 1 year time, if you ask me, I can remind it. But do you understand? So I begin to do researches on it.
When did you start trading?
I started 2020. I left for the footballing this in 2019.
Okay.
Ending 2019.
Okay.
And I started trading 2020. Fully trade 2020.
Okay, 2020, that's about 5 years. So tell us more.
So I began to learn a lot of things through YouTube, through researches, and I came across a lot of strategy. Do you understand? I learned a lot of strategy. I used a lot of indicators to trade, but I was even about to give up. Do you understand? But something came into me that if I can dedicate many years in football, then why won't I dedicate that kind of years without giving up and still having the hope that I'm gonna scale to the pro level? Why won't I dedicate that kind of year to trading? Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I began to see definitely there must be something those people I'm seeing online that they're living the kind of lifestyle they're living that they knows that I don't know.
Yeah.
What is that really that I know? When I started to think about that way, then I now began to think about it in my academic field of studies.
Okay.
You understand? Like in the computerized way. Because I sit down and start to think like this forest of a thing you're seeing is not just maybe one single entity or a person that is sitting down and deciding that this candle has to move this place and the candle has to come back to this place. Do you understand? I came to realize that we are in 21st century and everything has been programmed or computerized. There must to be something that the market does every single day. What is that thing? Then at that very moment, I was developing a software that's design and implementation of an exam verification system using a biometric thumbprint.
Okay.
That was what comes to my mind. Okay, everything you see that is being computerized, being programmed, it is all about algorithm. Yeah. So as I start to think about this way, I came to realize that this forest of a thing has its own algorithm. It has a certain instruction that it does or it follows every single trading day. And it has some certain command that it follows every single trading days. So since I start to get this and I now sit down and to start to think what is even the algorithm. Once I figure out the algorithm, that's the breakthrough of my Forex.
Wow, that's mind-blowing. Wow. So that simply means as a trader, you need to understand the flow. I call it the order flow. In trading, we call something flow charts. From here to here to, sorry, that's in computer science because I did computer engineering. Flow charts. There has to be flow charts before the algorithm is established and all that.
The pseudo code.
Absolutely. Wow, that is very expository. I think I'm going to change the way I look at the markets. I'm going to really change it right now. Okay, that's very interesting. Now, tell us about the Falcon Forex Academy. What gave birth to it and where is it situated? I believe it's in Kano. Just tell us a little about your Forex brand.
Yeah, well, the name Falcons, and I believe you know the...
Right. Well, Falcon is a bird.
It's
a big bird.
Yeah, the bird.
Yeah.
You understand? You know, it has a vision. You understand? Since I got to realize the breakthrough, I get to know this is the algorithm of Forex. This is what the market does every single trading day. And also I sit down with you and I break that thing to you in details, you will definitely get to realize this is the market. This is what it does. Do you understand? So that's when I say, okay, this is beyond meditation.
Absolutely.
But let me I called it Falcons. That's the vision of that event. That's where the name comes from.
So do you have a physical trading academy yet, or you're still preparing?
I don't have a physical trading
Okay,
academy.
okay.
Yeah, I started it, but not that advanced one. I figure it out that in this industry, once you say you're gonna focus on all these academies of your thing, if you want to be profitable as a profitable trader, you don't want to be distracted. Don't want to be distracted with a lot of this. Yeah, all this is a kind of distraction. If I can literally tell you, I can't remember the last time I had a good 8 hours sleeping, because during the weekdays, even if I'm sleeping, my mind is crazy thinking, what's this candle gonna do? Do you understand?
Yes.
That kind of a thing. So you have been programmed, or you have been focused on the chart every single time. Do you understand? So you don't even have time to, like, maybe you want to teach this one. I only did that at my leisure time when I feel, okay, somebody maybe close to me, okay, let me teach you. But I mean, you understand? So that's when all right. That we are hoping in the future, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So if people want to connect with you and connect with your trading brand, I believe you guys have your Telegram channel, you have your Instagram page active, and you do YouTube too.
No, I don't have YouTube yet.
Okay, very soon you will,
So-
of course. So what's your Telegram and also your Instagram?
Yeah, my Telegram just Forex Academy.
Okay, I'm gonna put a link there so that you guys will join the right Telegram channel. Then for Instagram, you are
I am the Falcons.
I am the Falcons. Okay, so the link to his social media platforms are going to be put in the description. We're going into a very important section of this video. If you're just joining, this is Sam Key's podcast here on YouTube, and I'm excited to bring to you guys Abubakar, the biggest Falcon in the Forex industry, right? Don't play. So it's good to have him here, and we've been learning a lot. The highlight of all he has said, something I captured very well, is you have to look at the market as a computer algorithm. You have to see it as a set of instructions that has to be followed daily. So for you to make the market profitably, you need to know what is the instruction that this market is following today. And I believe you can read those things if you understand how candlesticks operate very well.
Price action. That's
price action.
And the candlestick formation.
Good.
There's some certain formation that the candle will form that it's most definitely do this thing.
Absolutely.
I don't. I'm in a kind of stage whereby now I don't have to be looking at the chart every single minute, every single hour. You know, Forex is all about timing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I knew the kind of time market moves. What even moves the market? There's this thing that moves the market. You know, we have something we call the machine that moves the market, the market efficiency paradigm. This machine consists of two things. You understand? We have the uninformed money and then the informed money. When I say uninformed money, that's the big cycle. My money, your money, any other retail trader's money, all the combination
of retail traders.
Yeah, that's their money. That's the big cycle. And that money, you see, it cannot move the market even one people. Yeah, so some people will be thinking like, these people are seeing me, as soon as I enter, they will just move forever. No, you don't even know where your money is. You don't even know what your money is even doing in the market. Do you understand? It's just that they follow their own principles. So the small cycle, that's the smart money, the institutions, the bankers. You understand? And these bankers, that's what we call the algorithm. The algorithm name is the interbank price delivery algorithm. This is what move not only Forex, any market, stock market, anything you know that have to deal with
the charts.
That's the interbank price delivery algorithm. That's what moves it. Because I believe those are the people that control the market, the liquidity providers. That's the one that control the market. So that's the people that they don't care about your own money. They always use their money to push the market to the direction they want to push it, and then bring it back to where they want to bring it back. So this is it.
Wow, guys, that is very expository. I'm learning a whole lot. This is my little brain, huh? We're collecting a lot of information today. Now let's move to the next. Between indicators, this is just only straight questions and answers. Trading with indicators versus trading price action, that is, which of them do you go for?
Price action.
Price action.
Yeah, because to be honest, not with only you, with everybody listed listening now, your chart patterns and indicators, they are only valid when they align with the liquidity and institutional order flow. That's when they follow the trend of the market. That's when they are aligned with the direction of the price engine that is pushing the market on that very day. Then you understand? Yes. So all others indicators you see, because I was also a retail trader. From the beginning, I told you, I learned a lot of strategies. I learned Elliott 12, harmonic patterns, Inchimoku, like Bollinger Band, moving average, the trend line break.
Absolutely.
Yes, Dion.
Yes. Yeah.
I've done even this SMC. I've done a lot of things, but I come to realize that all these things, I am not trying to make a fun of people that are using it. No, that are still making money. You can still be making money with those. I'm not saying they're not working, but I'm not trying to make a fun. But I'm trying to figure out something that is going to help the whole community. That's the finance industry when they listen to this podcast. All of this thing you are seeing Have you ever taken time to ask yourself, how is it the market determine which type of discipline or which type of principle which type of indicator is gonna follow every single trading day? If you use trend line breakout to analyze the market and you figure out it's gonna or going off or down to any direction, you figure out how is it the market determine that it's gonna follow your own trend line, or is gonna follow the supply and demand, or is gonna follow the supply resistance, or is gonna follow the chart patterns out of inside chart. We have thousands of chart patterns, triangle, resume wedge, volume wedge. Do you understand what does double top? How is it the market determine which type of discipline is gonna follow every single trading day? This is the question you need to ask yourself. The very first time I get to realize this, and what makes me to even understand which the algorithm is the one that moves the market is, I know you've also used an ATM machine before.
Absolutely.
Yes. Have you ever go to an ATM machine to withdraw money from an empty account?
It's crazy now. You're definitely a madman if we go.
Okay, let me ask you another question again. Have you ever if you requested 10,000, then you see 100,000?
No, it's not possible.
Why? How does that machine determine that your own account balance is empty when you come to withdraw money from an empty account? How does it detect that you only request 10,000 in person out of other thousands or millions of people that's going to use that machine in that given day? That is when the concept of algorithm comes into play. It has a certain instruction that it does every single given day, the machine, and you cannot change it.
You can't change it.
Yeah. If customer request amount, as a computer says, when I understand, yes. If customer request amount equals to available balance, then print customer request amount. Else, message box insufficient fund. This is the algorithm that is being programmed with two ATM machines. The same way ATM machine has, and that's how Forex has its own algorithm. It has an instruction that it does every single day in the market. And once if you go it out, I'm still repeating it, you get to back test. It's not about just saying that's back testing. You put in the work, you back test. You back test. That's when you are back testing, that's when when the event has happened already in the market. You get to realize, why does this market move from this so place to this other place? You understand? This is what happens in the market that move it to this place. You figure it out, that's the back testing, you learn it. So as you are for testing in a real time, now is when the market, it has not happened. As soon as dust is formed, you get to realize that though these liquidity providers are going this direction. So this is it.
Wow, that's very expository, guys. All right, we're coming to the end. Let's know now, guys, this is the part where I said you got to watch to the middle or towards the end. What's your best takeaway so far? We have about 2 more questions till we end up on this particular podcast. Let's know in the comments your best takeaway from this episode. And also, if you want us to have Abubakar again on the podcast, let's also know in the comments. This will allow you to qualify for the $100 giveaway that is going to be announced very soon. Now, let's move to this part. Collaboration versus competition. In the space we have Forex trading. What's your take about collaboration and competition?
Yeah, not only in Forex trading, football taught me this. Football taught me how to be disciplined, teamwork, and consistency. So ever since I started Forex trading, these are the things that saved me in the field of Forex trading, because I'm used to it a football career. Do you understand? Collaboration is very important. For me, there is nothing to compete. Nothing to compete. You don't have anything to prove to anybody. You don't have anything to show anybody. You understand that you are competing against yourself. You want to be the best or the better version of yourself. You don't have to compete with anybody. Yeah. So you're just making the money for your own to earn a living, to earn the kind of lifestyle you want to live. So why are you competing? The best form is when you figure out somebody that is doing better than you, or somebody that is doing the same way as you. You collaborate and push people yourself higher to the next level. For me, collaboration is very important.
That's great. Thank you very much. Now, what is your best advice to those out there, beginners, Nigerians, non-Nigerians, anybody who wants to get into Forex trading and they need a proper guide? What's your best advice to those? And also those who have been trading but have not been getting it right. What is your advice to?
I have so many crazy advice.
Okay, let's take 2 of your best advice.
Okay, number one thing I will have to advise people, that never borrow money to trade.
Never borrow money to trade.
Never. Yeah, don't collect anybody's money to trade. And always risk what you can afford to lose when it comes to trading, even with your own money. Because the people that control the market, we follow them at the back when they do things, when they drop the order flow for us. You understand? We also lose crazy money, to be honest. This is the part that people don't want to hear, but I have to say it. You understand? Because you are trading against the smart people. The most craziest smart people in the history of the world. You understand?
Yes.
This movement I'm talking about, even Understand? So the process of that one, they used to fake it. You understand?
Right,
They
right.
manipulated
They're
them.
manipulating.
As soon as the market opened, it started accumulating orders, accumulating money. You understand? And generating the liquidity before even the smart money liquidity in the market. It's been hitting other people. That's the uninformed liquidity. When it comes to the manipulations, they will manipulate you. Then after the manipulation, then they will now distribute in the right direction in the market. We've right borrow money to trade. Number one, you understand? Yes, that's number one thing. And this forex are still repeating it. You can do everything right. Manage your risks, follow your strategy. You understand? Like, do everything right and you end up losing money. This is a lot of people are coming into this industry for the purpose of offsetting their bills, paying a house rent, buying a luxury car, as they see other people. As I see when I was beginner, do you understand? I was thinking, once I started this, I'm gonna make this.
Yes, now you buy Lambo in 1 year.
Seriously, but I end up blowing crazy amount of money. You have to learn. You learn, dedicate yourself, put in the work. Then the most important thing, back test, people don't want it. That's
To back the strategy.
yeah, back test. When you also back test, that's when it's gonna help you to be able to figure it out in a real time.
What is the best thing you can tell them? We understand your background from a noble home. We have the family business that has to be taken care of. I know in the midst of all of this, there's that person that wants to do something different. So can you tell it to them in Hausa language? Yeah, tell them in Hausa language your best advice to your brothers.
Shawara ta ga 'yan uwana Hausawa a nan, rayuwa duk abin so za ka yi, ranka za ka iya yi. Sannan babu wanda yake yi sai Allah. Da abin da za ka yi gaskiya ka rike amana, sannan kar ka cuci kowa. Yawwa, sannan ka nema a wajen Allah ba a wajen kowa ba. To insha Allah za ka ga daidai a cikin rayuwa. Kuma wannan forex din da kake gani, da yawan mu Hausawa ba mu da ilimi a kan shi ba, musamman me forex din ba. The people in the eastern and the western part of Nigeria, they are already far ahead of the northern part of Nigeria when it comes to forex and
Yes.
So what I want them to understand,
Yes.
they will just speak in how
We are speaking of Alpha.
put ku koyi wannan abun, ku learn from the best. Okay, forget about this one, buy this one, do this. No, learn from the best. A lot of people you are seeing in the social media that are influencing crazy lifestyle, they are not even literally getting the money from the forex market. They have side thing that is giving them the money. You understand? Because for me, I see no reason why I'll be wasting my time like posting pictures, advertising it, like, or promoting it to go viral for me, like to start telling you come and join my class. If I'm making money, if I'm truly making money in the financial market, I will focus solely on the market. Yeah. How am I gonna refine my strategy? How am I gonna figure out things? As I told you, market is shifting. All the shifting gears in the how am I gonna figure it out to be the best and the better burgers?
So you said something, learn from the best. Say it in Hausa, learn from the best. That statement, because I want to say.
Ka koya a wajen wanda suka iya. Ka koya a gurin wanda suka iya. Ba na faso abin tun da ta alamu.
That's exactly what I want to say, but he has said it for me. All right, that's good. It's been actually a very exciting session here. Before we close, we want to give a special shout out to some organization. But before I announce it, tell us, between prop firm and broker, which of them do you prefer?
Well,
If you're voting, prop firm or broker, which would you go for? Broker, right? Why?
yeah, because I'm the type of person that very straightforward. When I did something, I need it at that instant.
At that time.
You understand? So I cannot be waiting for my payout to tea and do more.
Absolutely.
What if I have some emergency that I want to?
So that's what.
I'm in the kind of stage whereby now, like, if I can literally lose everything I have and start from scratch, believe me, with just $100, you give me time, 3 months,
Great.
2 months, I'll be back a millionaire. That's it. So
That's awesome.
do you understand?
Yes.
Why I was saying this is you have to feel this confident about this. Also, I say you should learn. When you learn it, you're gonna understand that you don't need any profile, or with a little amount of money, you can do a lot of things as long as with proper good risk management.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you very much. And with this, we want to give a big shout out to the broker that says your money is your money, and that is Exness. Thank you, Exness, for being a part of this podcast and also being a part of this thing that we're doing in their entire forex trading space. And I think without Exness, I wouldn't have met you, of course. It's one of the events that we had as partners. So that's a big shout out to you. And with this, we want to draw the curtain. If you guys had a lot of value from this session, I want to see 555s, a lot of spam on the comments. You know, big up to Abubakar, the FalconsFX Academy CEO from Kano, Nigeria. It's good to have you on this podcast.
One last thing I want to say, from the comment section, anybody indicate is from Kano, I think I'm giving 10 people a chance to meet me, and I'll
in Kano far. So guys,
Let's Forex.
go for free. For free. 10 people. You see, he's actually busy and he's not even interested in opening an academy. But now, if you listen very closely to what he was saying, you will know this guy knows what he's doing. So if you're in Kano, 10 people in Kano, the first 10 Kano people to comment on the comment section, he's going to be mentoring you for free. Put in your names and also, if it's possible, your phone number, but put in your Instagram page. Yes. Put your name and Instagram, and I'm going to pick it and forward it to him, and he's going to reach out to you guys. So with this, I want to say thank you for watching this episode on Sam Keys podcast. I'm looking forward to see you guys again, and I want to say big thank you one more time. A big shout out to every one of you who've been following this series. I'm going to see you when I come in again. My name is Sam Keys, and I'm always here to help. Bye for now.